It had multiple stars in it. Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, Drake.
Ron Jeremy, Denzel Washington, Beyonce Knowles, Ellen DeGeneres, Whoopi Goldberg, Lady Gaga, Chrissy Teigen, John Legend, Joan Rivers, Rob Saget. Do you want me to keep going? Ask me. Everybody wonder why my smile is so deep. Everybody wonder why my eyes sparkle. Everybody always asks me, why you smiling when you dance? Because you don't understand the live through. It's worth it to smile. And I'm still smiling, and I'm gonna continue to smile. And majority of y'all who continue to ask me and gonna tell me that I'm pointing fingers to kiss my natural black me with that Bye! And when it comes out, don't come running back. I shouldn't have to get this nitty gritty for people to wake up. I shouldn't have to say something like that for you to be like, oh, she's probably telling the truth. It is pathetic that people gotta go here. It's pathetic that it's gonna take somebody to say it was me for somebody to understand. I'm stuck yelling though.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
He didn't stop doing what he's done.
He an advocate. Now he did that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? G?
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names, and wouldn't nobody be able to sue me.
If you thought hip-hop's darkest secrets would stay hidden, think again. Tonight, Jaguar Wright pulls the curtain back on some of the industry's biggest names. She exposes Diddy's wild parties as more than just rumors. They were dangerous places where silence wasn't optional, it was forced. We're talking about chart-topping stars who risked more than their careers. They risked their lives. When whispers about A-listers catching HIV from the same man turn into confirmation from an insider, denial is no longer protection. It's a trap. This isn't just gossip. It's a blacklist. If you believed your icons were untouchable, buckle up. The truth is finally breaking through. Jaguar Wright isn't dropping hints. She's delivering receipts. And tonight, she's ready to tear down the wall of silence the industry has built. Don't just hear the whispers. Watch the truth unfold tonight.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
He didn't stop doing what he's done.
He an advocate. Now he did that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? G?
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names, and wouldn't nobody be able to sue me.
Feel that chill. It's not just star power. It's the realization that the playlist on your phone could read like a CDC report. How many of your idols are on that hidden list? And why will they do anything, absolutely anything, to keep the spotlight from exposing the truth? You've seen the headlines for years. But tonight the names get real. No PR spin. No hush money. No escape. If you're already questioning everything you thought you knew about your favorite stars, buckle up. Because what Jaguar reveals next doesn't just shake careers, it shakes legacies. It's one thing to be trapped by Hollywood's darkest secrets. It's another to become the recruiter, hand-picking who gets fed to the machine next. That's the allegation Jaguar Wright makes about two of pop culture's biggest names. According to her, Usher didn't just escape. He led Justin straight into the fire to save himself. This isn't about rivalry. It's not mentorship. It's survival at its darkest, passing down not just fame, but the baggage, trauma, and danger that came with being Diddy's protege. Stay tuned. Jaguar Wright is about to drop the kind of truth you can't unhear. Dropping hints. She's delivering receipts. And tonight, she's ready to tear down the wall of silence the industry has built. Don't just hear the whispers. Watch the truth unfold tonight.
I don't recall.
No, because I think if a victim comes out against Usher, it'll show how egregious this because if he can be a predator, then anybody can be a predator.
Can't smile in your face the whole time.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, people look at Usher, they don't see that. They not seeing the victim. They not seeing that boy that got rushed to the hospital. They're not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there.
Oh.
Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there. Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute. And his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Think about that. He had already been to the hospital. That situation that Gene was talking about. And you still took Bieber there, but you got custody of him first. Diddy had already tried. They wouldn't let him. Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory. And then Usher came in and discovered it and managed him and got custody of him and promised to look after him. And then he sent him to the diddler. Does that sound like a good guy?
It's horrible.
Does that sound like a good guy? Now that we know what Diddy's really like. What kind of tool do you gotta be to take another boy, another talented boy, and put him in your place so it ain't gotta be you no more? Because that's what else do. They get victims, and then once they get to a certain age and they get too old for them to enjoy them, they send them out to go get other young kids.
It's no surprise Justin's marriage is in trouble. Living with a disease like that would break anyone. And if you think only new stars get caught in this twisted cycle, think again. Even hip-hop's pioneers, the legends themselves, end up as the biggest casualties. In this industry, being pushed aside isn't an accident. It's the final step in the cover-up. Hollywood loves a comeback story, but it loves a scapegoat even more. Take Craig Mack. He was the man who put Bad Boy Records on the map. But when he was no longer useful, what happened? According to Jaguar Wright, Diddy didn't just distance himself. He left Craig broken, desperate, and sick. The industry never looked back. Craig didn't just lose his spot at the table. He lost everything. His hope, his health, and eventually his life. He died alone in a cult, allegedly after catching AIDS at the very same parties that were supposed to make him a star. Tonight, Jaguar Wright names names and exposes how the industry chews up its own. Don't miss it.
You know, the next thing is, man, Craig Mack was the one that jumped Bad Boy off. And and it got so bad that Craig Mack, who died from AIDS, that man, he got brainwashed so bad from Diddy and got done so wrong. The man went to South Carolina and joined a cult with his family until he died of AIDS a few years ago. The man refused service for AIDS. And the cold part about it, man, if y'all go check the video, right? At one point, he was going to try to delete Diddy. Some say that Diddy might have had something to do with hooking him up with the girl that gave him the alphabet. And Craig Mack refused any funeral arrangements from Bad Boy, in the wake of his death. It's bad when somebody go and join a cult. The same thing happened to Loon. The same thing happened to Mace. Everybody's seeking religion, man, when they messing with Bad Boy and Diddy.
It's one thing to hear whispers. It's another to watch authorities kick down the doors and collect the proof themselves. Once you see what was seized at those parties, you realize this isn't just scandal. It's depravity on an organized scale. When the feds raided Diddy's properties, They didn't just uncover party favors. They uncovered mountains of evidence, clear signs that what was happening wasn't random. It was systemic. It was planned. And it was sick. The whispers are over. The receipts are here. Don't look away.
Ron Jeremy, Denzel Washington, Beyonce Knowles, Ellen DeGeneres, Whoopi Goldberg, Lady Gaga, Chrissy Teigen, John Legend, Joan Rivers, Rob Saget. Do you want me to keep going? Well, the celebrities get their way. Chrissy Teigen knows about that. Everybody knows about her. John Legend knows about that. Denzel Washington knows about that. Oprah knows about that. Ellen knows about that. Sandra Bullock knows about that. Unfortunately, after a second, Melissa McCarthy knows about that. Jimmy Kimmel knows about that. Does everybody want to leak names? The list goes on. You know, it'll tell you who doesn't know because they were the ones, so adamant. They were the ones filling the social media all April, March, February, and January over track. Who was that again? Oh wait, that was no one. Because, hashtag Me Too went viral. The celebrities that have been pushing, the blue checkmark people that have been big since the beginning, not just when it became a trend.
This is the proof. The industrial level setup. Evidence that this wasn't one wild night or a few lost souls. It was a machine built on power, control, and blackmail. But the documents and photos are only half the story. The real shock comes when you see who kept showing up. Not just once, but over and over again. Faces the world adores. Icons who built entire careers on a clean image. 4 years, Diddy's Black Book was the industry's holy grail of gossip. Everyone whispered, but few dared to speak out. Now Brother Bilal breaks the silence. And the names he drops are staggering. Will Smith. Yes, the Fresh Prince wasn't just spotted. He was a regular. And he wasn't alone. Bilal says he personally witnessed Will and Dwayne Martin in the thick of it, living double lives at Diddy's infamous gatherings. These weren't casual appearances. These were repeat performances in a world where secrets were currency and silence was survival. The names are out. The masks are off. Are you ready to hear the rest?
At the time, we only speculated that investigators collected electronic evidence, but now we know for sure. According to the indictment against Diddy, investigators seized more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant from his home. The court doc states these items were used in something referred to as freak-offs, which were elaborate and produced performances that Combs arranged, directed, during, and often electronically recorded. In arranging these freak-offs, Combs, with the assistance of members and associates of the Combs enterprise, transported and caused to be transported commercial across state lines and internationally.
And if you think public denial means innocence, think again. Watch Will Smith on stage, shutting down even the slightest mention of the Diddy allegations. The anger, the deflection, it speaks louder than any admission ever could. Sometimes denial isn't protection, it's confirmation. Don't miss what comes next.
Then I saw that when I walked in.
The veil has been lifted, and the truth can't be hidden anymore. These aren't just rumors. They're revelations that shake the very core of fame and power. The names are out, the stories are raw, and the silence is finally broken. Backhand index pointing right, stay locked in because what comes next will change everything you thought you knew.